I get people from social media over to my website? How do I drive traffic if I don't have any following? What are the 3 secrets that the best marketers use to drive traffic from social media to their website? What is the framework for each one of those secrets? And what can you do starting today to start getting traffic using these frameworks? Now, the reason I want to show you this is because once you figure this out, once you dial in this framework, it is going to remove a lot of stress. It's also going to help you grow whatever business or whatever thing that you're trying to get attention to using social media. And I'm using it on you right now, so you'll understand exactly what I'm doing because I'm going to break all of it down. So before you can even get traffic, you got to know exactly what kind of traffic you want and why should they actually come in the first place. Because you don't want just any kind of traffic, you want traffic that's actually going to buy what you're selling. There are people out there already looking, searching, trying to find answers, and all you have to do is figure out how to stand in front of it, and you'll do that by answering these 3 questions. First thing you got to know is, what problem are you trying to solve? The only reason they're going to come over is because you have something that they want. So you need to figure out, what problem are you solving? Why would they want to go anywhere? You also want to know, why am I actually trying to solve this problem? Because that's going to be your message. Most people can't get traffic because they can't figure out their message. But the reason why you're solving the problem is your actual message. So just write it down in simple, plain language. Why do I want to solve this problem? Why am I solving this problem? And just keep it that simple. And then where are they going to actually go to get the solution? Obviously, to get traffic, you need to have a place to direct it. So you need to know, where am I actually sending them? And again, why would they want to go over there? Just answer those questions. If you want the right people, all you have to do is figure out exactly what the problem is, and you need to define that problem back to them the way that they see it. Because when you can define somebody's problem to them, they will start to trust you, because they'll be like, well, how does he know this problem that I have? And how does he know everything about it, the nature of it and everything? That's what's going to get people to trust you, even if you're brand new to them, a complete stranger. It's also what's going to make you stand out from the noise. When you share with people exactly why you're actually solving the problem, and that's what builds your authority, that's what builds your trust and gets people over to where you want them to go. One thing that I learned that was a huge aha moment for me was learning that connection is currency. If I can build a connection with my audience, then they'll follow me around. I'll be able to influence them. And finally, it's just as simple as, if they don't know where the heck to go to get the thing, or if they don't know where you're going or why they should go there, they're not going to go. So you need to make that very apparent, or you will not get any traffic. One thing I like to say is, when I'm presenting any kind of video, I'll just be like, hey, if you want more help, I've got this thing over here. That's it. Literally can be that simple. You don't have to get into anything crazy. You can just literally say that. Hey, if you'd want more help, then I've got this community right over here where we do live workshops. I mean, I'm saying, like, I've got this thing over here. Here's what we do. Here's why we do it. That's as simple as it is. If you'd like some more help, hey, I've got a free community over here. We do live daily workshops teaching people how to create a recurring income online. And if you want more help with that, it's completely free. Just grab the link down in the description. It's that simple. Now, if you want people to actually watch the video, you need to have a plan, because if you don't know where you're going, and if they don't know where you're going, it's really hard for you to get there, and it's really hard for them to stay there. And if they don't watch the video, then it doesn't do anything for you. When I first started making videos, I would literally just think up of a topic, and I would basically just start talking on a video, say whatever, and then at the end, I'd be like, hey, go check out what I'm selling. This worked kind of, but it was nothing like what it does now. Now when I create videos, people actually go check out my stuff. People go actually watch the video. What makes this work is very simple. When you know what somebody wants, that will help you keep them hooked. If you plan out the video, you're gonna get more views, you're gonna get more followers, and you're gonna get more sales. I wanna show you exactly how to plan this video out, and that's what we're gonna be covering here. So there's 3 core elements to really creating a good video. One is, what is the actual title, thumbnail, emotion, and action that you really want somebody to take from watching the video. We'll break down exactly how this works, of course, and then what are the 3 questions that you're gonna be answering inside of the video that's gonna hook them and keep rehooking them. Questions are the answer, and you need to write that down. And then where are you gonna actually be sourcing the video title, the thumbnail? Because the big mistake that I made in the beginning was I was trying to reinvent the wheel. Our job needs to be getting good at sourcing and then taking something and recreating it. Did you know that the reason people actually subscribe, comment, share, or buy is all because of the way you make them feel, or the emotion that you give people? The reason why we want to start a video out knowing what emotion we want to give people is because it actually allows us to communicate different in the video, and it just helps you frame your mind in such a way so that when you create the video, you know the emotion you're trying to give someone. Have you ever shared anything with anybody that didn't emotionally impact you? That's why people don't comment. That's why people don't share, and they're certainly not going to buy anything from from you if you don't elicit some sort of emotion. And all you have to do is, before you create the video, what emotion do you want somebody to feel when they watch it, experience it? That's going to help you integrate that you'll just naturally bring it to it because you already know what you're trying to think through and do in the creation process. There's only 6 human emotions, so just pick one and go with it. The next thing is what action do you actually want people to take after they watch your video? What I want people to do with this video is I want them to go down in the description and join my free community so that they can figure out how to make recurring income online, selling their advice, selling digital products, creating a recurring income where they don't have to struggle with tech, or they don't have to struggle with like long BS trainings or anything like that, or getting distracted by more shiny objects. I can just show them in a very simple way how to do that. Because this is what I want somebody to do, and I know the action I want them to take, I can integrate this into what I'm creating so that people become aware of it, people learn about it, and then they will go take those actions, because if this was good, they'll assume the next thing is good. One thing I struggled with the most was when I first started the video, I didn't meet the expectations that I set up with the thumbnail and the title, and you have to do this. When they first get on social media, the first thing they see is the thumbnail, then they'll read the title. They're expecting that. So they see the title, they see the thumbnail. If they do decide to click on it because it makes them curious, you know, what you want to do is make the thumbnail and title make them curious about wanting to see what it is. As soon as they click on that, they want to know that they're in the right place right away. Imagine you walk up to a door and it says bathroom on it, you open it and it's the edge of a cliff. You would slam the door shut and leave. I didn't do this. I wouldn't, first of all, create intrigue with my thumbnails or titles. And then if I did actually do that, or they did click, then I didn't pay it off right away. I was like, blah, 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 blah. Can't do that. Right away, you want to reinstate what they came here for. And then you want to hook them right away. Here in a bit, I'm going to give you my complete script and everything that I used to create this video, because I'm using it on you right now. So in order to actually honor what the title and thumbnail set up and what they clicked on, you need to create the title and thumbnail before you create the video. That way you know what they're expecting and you can pay off that expectation right when the video opens. You can create a hook out of that. That's how you create a great hook. Like this video, I said the 3 secrets to getting website traffic, and then I opened up with that. I'll show you how I get the title and thumbnail and figure all that out here in just a minute. But first, if you don't have a map of where you're going and where you're taking them, then you're going to get lost. If you don't know where you're going, it's pretty hard to get there. And if you're trying to just wing it, every option looks good and you'll get distracted. It'll be a crappy experience for them and you. I'm following a map right now. It's actually just setting right over here, and I glance over and look at it. What I'm going to share with you in the next part here is going to show you how you can remove anything where it looks like you're looking at anything. Now here's what causes most people to fail. They don't get anything done. They'll get all excited about creating content. They don't follow through with it. They fail. I would get all pumped up about creating videos. I'd lay everything out. I'd get all my lights set up. I'd do all this stuff, and then I'd end up doing nothing. The reason I would fail is because I was inconsistent and I didn't have a plan. I didn't follow through. And each time that happened, it slowed me down more and more and more. And the whole reason was because I didn't know what I was doing before I got started. I was winging it. And then when you start winging it, you can't come up with a direction, and then you fail. You stop. It's so important that you plan each thing through, which is exactly why I want to show you these 3 things that I do to create a script and a framework so that you can follow through and get the damn thing created. Because if you're not out there on social media sharing with people why you matter, then guess what? You do not matter. It's not a negative thing. It's just the science of it. They don't know you. They don't see you. You're not out there. And the reason you're not out there is because you don't have a plan. If you just try to wing it and do it, it's so inconsistent. That's what kills brands, is they're inconsistent. That's what kills traffic or doesn't ever generate it, is because people are inconsistent. So how you will avoid this is by having a clear actual framework of what to do to get website traffic from social media to your website. So the first thing we want to do is we want to know where we're going, how we're going to get there, and we want to just make this basic and simple, something we can glance at and come back to the camera and create with. I didn't want to do it at first either. It felt like a lot of stuff, but it makes it 100 times better. And I'll be showing you exactly what that looks like, and I'm going to give you that process here, and I'll have it down in the description as well. Now, one thing that kills a lot of people is they think if they create something, they have to actually publish it. You can create a video, you can create an outline, you can create a script, and then guess what? You don't have to show it to anybody. But the moment you take action and do something and achieve it, it gives you some confidence that you actually did something. And then you'll do it again, because our brain rewards us from good behavior. Why we keep doing things that make us feel good. We stop doing things that make us feel bad. If you're not creating content, that's the same thing as saying you're not creating offers. If you're not asking people to go to your website, they ain't gonna go there. So you have to make sure that you're doing this consistently, and you need a plan to do that. Once you outline everything, then the next thing that we do is we end up going and cutting out all the dull moments. We create some B-roll. We get some lights in our face so that people can actually see us. I have a light right here. I have a light right here. I have these two behind. I'll just show you the simple setup. You don't need all this horse crap, but you do need some light in your face. If I didn't have this light in my face, it doesn't look too good. Just a simple light. At least be able to see the whites of your eyes. We connect with the face. Our brain is designed to see the face and recognize faces. Why do you think all the thumbnails have faces on them? So I'm gonna give you the script. I'm gonna break down exactly what we do. You need to know what you're doing the day before. Get one of these, this good old-fashioned stuff. Write down the video that you're gonna be doing the night before. And then you'll get to a point where you plan out the whole month. That way you can actually create it because you know where you're going. If you don't do this, it don't get done. If you're gonna do this for real, you need to actually do these steps. These are the secrets. So you need to take the script that I'm giving you down in the description, and you need to start using it right away. Lay out the video, even if it sucks. You just need to move through the process. You gotta get the damn thing put down. You've gotta take crappy steps before you can take better steps. Everybody sucks at this until they don't. You have to get that pattern established. So just take the script down in the description and start using it. The script down in the description, it's just an image. You click on it, you download it, and you have it. I use Miro, or you could use Google Docs, you could use Keynote, you could use PowerPoint, whatever the hell you want. You could use a piece of paper. It's about following the explanation. It's about following the process. I shot this whole video and it was 30 minutes long, and then it slimmed down to what it is now. I'm shooting it, then I'm pausing, I'm looking at my notes, and then I'm coming back and I'm creating again. Then I go in and I cut out the dull moments, and I use L and J cuts to make it very seamless when it goes to the next cut. As you can tell, these cuts are very seamless. You can do it too. After you cut out all the dull moments in your A roll, the next thing we want to do is we want to use B-roll, text, and sound effects. That's the next set of things that we do. The A-roll is like this talking head, and then we add B-roll, then we add text wherever necessary, and then we add sound effects if necessary. But it does help. It re-engages the attention. It gives emotion. Remember, people buy from emotion. People stay attentive when their emotions are risen. People don't care about seeing you. What they do want, though, is to understand and get what they came for. You should probably be using more B-roll than A-roll, as you've noticed in this video. You can hide all your blah blah. You can hide all of your different looks that you're doing when you're looking at something. You can hide that. Once you have the B-roll, text, and the sound effects, I go in and put background music. I don't want to compete my voice with the music. Keep it down low. I keep it around 10 to 20%. You can change the music based off the emotion. I use ScreenFlow. I know people use all these crazy editors, but I made this whole entire video in ScreenFlow. It has sound effects, it's got music, it's got everything inside of it, so I can just work in there and I'm done, and it's very inexpensive. You could also use Camtasia. If you want to fail at this and suck at it and never get any views or traffic to your website, just don't create a schedule. I can find out real quick if somebody has freedom or not. I'll just ask them, hey, so what's your schedule like? Oh, no freedom. Freedom comes from having a schedule. You need to create a schedule or it won't get done. You need to schedule in the content or it won't get done. Aim for 4 to 8 videos per month, and you'll understand this because in the beginning, remember I said you would know what problem you're solving, why you're solving it. That's gonna indicate all the topics that you would be talking about. You're not creating out of thin air. So you're finding the source, then you're going to manipulate it so that it's new, it's faster, it's better, it's easier, it's more fun. So if you want to succeed at this, it's very simple. Know what you're going to do before you do it, and then do the damn work. Just do it. It takes work, but consistency of showing up is going to get you more than anything else. If you want to get views, if you want to get followers, if you want to get subscribers, if you want to get traffic, you have to be consistent. That's what gets you sales. Building a connection with somebody, showing up consistently with things that actually matter to them. How do you find that? I just use vidIQ. I go out and find questions that people have, just like I did in this video, and I answer the questions. So if you like this video, I didn't create it from my own la la la. I created it because I went out and I found down a question that somebody asked, and I created an answer to it based off my experience of actually doing this and making money online. Don't ever forget, if you're not making offers, you will not make money or get traffic. Now, even though you know how to make traffic get from social media to your website, that does not mean that you're going to be making sales or converting that traffic. Most people who do get traffic don't make sales from the traffic, and here's why. Because they get bogged down with the tech of the websites, the funnels, the email automations, the video sales letter or VSL. All of that stuff just bogs them down and they end up doing nothing. They get analysis paralysis and they just stop. It wasn't because they weren't qualified to make money online. It wasn't because they weren't good enough to make money online. It's because of all the tech crap and the headaches of trying to put all this stuff together. So here's what I actually did to fix all of that. I removed the need for them to actually need a website or a funnel or email automations or video sales letters to make money online. And because I removed all of that, they could actually focus on creating a great product, which is what really, really matters. And then they could focus on helping their customer, which is what really, really matters. If you want to get more traffic, if you want to build a great business, if it's about having a product that actually helps them, that gets them results. Naval Ravikant said it best. He goes, people sell because they don't know how to market, and people market because they don't know how to build a great product. And one thing I hated about when I was selling products and all of those things online the old way was people just struggled and they couldn't make money because there was all these things that when it boiled down to it, actually did not matter. But I'm sure you're probably curious how we were actually able to get rid of all of that stuff. That's exactly why I've made this video for you right here.